Hi, and welcome once again to Crypto Corner. I'm your host, Greg Harriman, and today we're going to look back a little bit of where did we start out on this journey and where are we going on this journey. If you don't mind, we'll follow through and see where it's taken us. First, we always go over our philosophy, which is safe, secure, and we want to be able to sleep. So if you're just new to the channel, then what we always say is that we want to be on a safe, we want to buy safe coins, we want to buy them on a safe uh, market, and then we want to be able to sleep at night. So a lot of what we're doing is we're not using high leverage, we're not doing a lot of other things. And if you'll notice as we're going along, we bought some of these coins at the very beginning and we said we're moving towards a bull run where we hope to two or three times our money. And because we've done some of the things that I'm about to talk about, we're safer today than we were 2 weeks ago, than we were when we started. Without much more, let's jump into how does that really look. So, if you're looking at this, you'll see a lot of these coins we've now sold and we bought back. So we're that's called farming. We sell a product, we buy it to begin with, we sell it, and then we buy it back at a lower price. We get more coins. So a great example is on Dot and Atom. Now Dot, we had only sold once. Now we've just sold our second time because it went up. We don't know that it will go back down. We think that it will. So we are accumulating that cash sitting on the sidelines, hoping that it goes back down. But if you look at some of these original numbers, our starting price was at 478 on Dot. It's at 555. If all you did was buy when we said to buy and sell now, you would be up 30 plus percent. Now, again, we did buy along the way, so maybe it won't be exactly 30, but there'll be some number in there that as we were buying, it kept going down. And now we're way up. On Atom is a great example of even though it was at 916 when was our starting point, we're at 990 now. So we're 100% in the plus. Plus we've been staking it on Coinbase for 11%. Plus it went down as low as $6. So when we're doing that, we're now up, 30, 40%, as well as staking, as well as having bought more coins. So all of those combined make us be able to sleep at night. Um, Bitcoin, ETH, Sol. Again, we had bought it 16ish, and we sold it at 26. It's gone all the way to 40, all the way to up and beyond that now. And so almost if you had bought any one of these render, we have bought and sold. We bought it 206, we sold it 247. So there's 20% right there. Now we're looking to buy back in when it comes back down. QNT, we bought it under 100 and we sold it at 108 and as low as 105. So again, when you're looking at these, we aren't selling just to sell. We're selling to buy more coins because we believe these coins that are sitting here all have a very good chance to do well in the next bull run. So that's why we're going to keep accumulating. And even when we sold our Dot and our Atom, we kept 75%. So we staked 75% at 11%, and then we took 25% and we put it out, kept it in our cash bag. And then when it went up, we sold that cash bag. And then when it went down, we bought right back in. That's what we plan on doing if it goes down again. If it doesn't go down, which there is a chance that it won't, we will look for pullbacks and we'll try to layer it in as we go. Um, I did draw a line, so you'd see the white line on the far left side. That's where we started this journey. And we knew at that point, or we felt, we didn't know, but we felt that dot was going to go down. And it went all the way down. You see and now look at it. It's going all the way up. We feel like it will come back down and retest before the bull market. And when it does, we will be buying more. And the same with Atom. Again, on both, we're getting 11% on our money on APR, on staking, on Coinbase. If you don't know how to do that, send me a message and I can go over it with you, make sure you're doing it right. You got to stake it. If you buy it on Coinbase, you have to go in afterwards and say, I want to stake this. And it'll say, do you want to stake it? You click yes. It'll tell you that it's transferred over. When you stake something, you cannot sell it immediately. You have to on stake it. And then 20 days, something like that, later you can. But again, we're doing it for the bull run. But 20 days later, you could sell it. And Adam, one of the important things I think to really note here is it's had a great run here. And so this is awesome. But we're buying in at our 11%, so our weekly buy that it automatically buys for us, we're buying in a little bit higher here. But it's free coins, so you just that's the good and the bad. So, and we think it will double again in the next year. So that those prices won't even matter that much. I put this in maybe 3 weeks ago or something like that. It's just some rules to remember that I want you guys to go over, and I want to keep reiterating some of these because while we move in different parts of the run, the bull run, is when we start seeing things like, well, how do I do it now that it's not going down? When it starts to go up, what do I do? How do I farm? What does it look like? When should I sell? How should I sell? So what we want to do is like look at your trend. Right now we're in an upward trend. It nothing stays going up, nothing stays going down. We believe this upward trend will stop. That's why we farmed 25% of our tokens, and then as it goes down, we're going to rebuy. And on some of them, like QNT, we didn't do any staking because there was no staking on Coinbase. But what we did do was we bought low, we sold high, and we're looking to buy again. We are saving that money for that particular project because we believe that that will be a good project in the long run. So look at the trends, look at where you're at, decide whether you feel comfortable with where your tokens are at. And if you don't, take some money off the table. No one ever got hurt by taking money off the table. And that's number two here. You can't spend profits you haven't taken. Um, and then probably the biggest thing I get is I keep losing on 30% of my trades. How do I not do that? Well, a couple things should really happen here is make sure you're journaling well on what you are doing and what you're not doing. And then just keep saying, why do I feel like I lost that trade? And then does that match up with any other trade that I lost? Maybe I got out too early. Maybe I got in too late. I'm picking the wrong coins. But and that's why we're looking at this as a long-term trend. Dot went up and it went all the way back down. It went up and it went all the way back down. During that whole time, we didn't care. We did not care at all. So that's again, you have to decide your strategy. Everyone loses. Just it's a percentage that matters. So don't get in something and get liquidated and you're out $30 and now you got to make up $30. If you think that something is going down and your gut is telling you that, then get out after 2%. Better to get out after 2% than 30 or getting liquidated. Um, again, define your strategy, stay with that strategy. And as we go into the bull run, that strategy won't work because we're going to have multiple days in a row of it just going up. So maybe you're buying, then you're selling, and then you're buying back in the bull run in some of these cases. And like in the case of Adam right now, it's just going up. It's not going down. It's just been heading up. So we haven't had a chance to buy back in. Um, and then when everyone says everything is the best or the worst, I always kind of think about what should I be doing in that moment. Usually it's the opposite. If it's the best thing ever and it's already gone up 180%, but everyone's like, "Oh, we got to get in." That's the worst time to get in. Or if you like Gala Games had some they had some disputes and in that all the press got a hold of that, dropped the price way down. Well, the fundamentals didn't change. The number of games that they had in the pipeline didn't change. So then we bought, and as it came back up and the news went away, then we were able to sell into some profit there. Um, I really like showing this chart because if you do not proportion your dollars as you make more dollars, you will get Sooner or later, you'll get wrecked. You'll have too much money in the smallest percentage, or maybe you won't get wrecked, but you won't make much money as much as you could because you have it all in really safe stuff. So, keep asking yourself, where does this go? And if you sold, like we sold Dot, we sold Matic, we sold Render, we sold Atom, we sold QNT. When we did that, we put a lot of that cash in this big blue circle. Now we have to redeploy. So we went back in and we bought some more Gala. We bought some more VRA, so that we have the right proportion in every group. And we hope that you're doing that as well. And again, I've added to this chart last week where it says stay the course, farming, staking, accumulating, and diversification. Definitely, take a screenshot of this and ask, how diversified am I? Do I have gaming tokens? Do I have, DeFi tokens? Do I have, all the different levels, layer ones? Do I have, things that are brand new? And you should have a little bit of all of those, and then the higher risk should be in that small category. Like if you go back and look at this chart again, you'll see that those are the percentages. 20% is just for, that's pretty stable. You get down to 10%, that's a lot less stable. And the 5%, that's where you might make 10 or 100 times your money, but you also it could go to zero. So don't fool yourself that it's not going to. Um, so yeah, and I mean, I think in this case, we're listing at what we're staking, what we're farming, what we're doing, and sometimes staking and farming go together. Sometimes they don't. In this particular case, they do. But what we really want for you is, what is your comfort level? How are you sleeping at night, and do you feel safe within this environment? Because I can tell you, most people do not feel safe in this environment because it just goes up and down and up and down. And if you notice, during this whole up and down period for us, we haven't worried at all. We knew that Adam would go up and then come back down and we would buy more. And it would go up and we would come back down and we would buy more. So as we move towards the bull run, we're getting closer. Every time I do one of these videos, we're 7 days closer to the bull run. And I think that we have a great chance of doing it 2 or 3 times our money. And on some of these, we might even do more than that. But I think that with already farming and with already getting 11%, I think that we've got a great chance of Atom and Dot definitely doubling or maybe tripling. So, as always, we hope that you love the video. We hope that you smash the like, that you tell some friends about it, that we're getting more and more subscribers. That's awesome. We appreciate you. We hope that you're making money. Let me know if you're making money, and if you're not, then let's try to get together and figure out why not. Um, if you were if so far if you'd been following the strategy, there's I showed you today, there's no reason that in this area, from where we started to where we are now, we are above where we were, plus we have staking, plus we have farming, plus. So when you look at all those pieces put together, I think we're in a pretty good spot. So again, smash the like button. I appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you the next time on Crypto Corner. Greg Harriman signing out.